Hello my wonderful friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Simon Basida once again. Like I told you, I'll be coming up with videos every week. If you are new, please subscribe to my channel, Simon Basida. Thank you for tuning in. For those who have been following me, I know you have been learning something. I have previous videos, they're very educative. I know you picked something. Today I come up with another topic, and that is to do with temperature control. How do we control temperature, especially in this season of summer? Now it is summer and the temperature is now very hot, especially for those who are in UAE. It is very hot, so you should know how to keep your food so that it cannot go bad. It can easily be spoiled if you don't follow the right temperature. It can easily go bad. So please listen carefully. If you are in restaurant, catering, it can be hotel, listen please. Everybody in the food section. It can be at home even, because we are keeping these foods at the same temperature, even at home. Number one, I'll talk about a danger zone. This is a place where bacteria grow very fast, and it's between 41 degrees Fahrenheit to 135 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay. So please, if you are keeping your food, if you are holding your food, it should be above 135 degrees Fahrenheit. That is hot holding. For example, if you are serving, this is at the service point. 135 degrees Fahrenheit is the service point. For the case of the waiters, waitresses, or the food servers, make sure you have a thermometer and check at least every hour on the temperature of the food. Check regularly and record. Okay. Number two, I'll talk about bacteria growth. Now, in this point, I want to emphasize about how you keep your food. Please make sure you keep your food either very hot or very cold to avoid bacteria growth. Because in a very hot environment, or the temperature, the bacteria will be killed, and in a very cold environment or temperature, the bacteria will stop growing. For example, freezer. If the food is kept in the freezer, the bacteria will stop growing. They will stop growing. For example, chicken, it can be fish. The bacteria will stop growing. And if you keep the food in a very hot environment or temperature, the bacteria will be killed. So you keep your food either very hot or very cold. Okay? So if it is not in the right temperature, then it will go bad. If you go wrong, they will go bad. Any mistake, the food will go bad very easily. Like now in this summer season, it is really very hot, and we have to be careful on how we deal with temperature. Okay. Another issue I'll talk about is cooking. Make sure you cook the food with the right temperature. For example, chicken, it should be 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Cook the food to the right temperature before you do the service. Don't serve undercooked food, because it will cause foodborne illnesses. Okay. For example, in chicken we have salmonella. This is a disease that is got from eating undercooked chicken. So please avoid this. If you are in food section and you are dealing with maybe food business, make sure you serve your customer the right thing, the right food. You'll get more customers. Okay. Another issue I'll talk about, hot holding. I will talk about also preheating. Before you open up, say, the counter, for example, the waiters, you have to do preheating. You preheat the bain-marie, for example. It can be a hot cabinet. Before you put in the food, make sure you switch on the hot cabinet like 30 minutes before, or 20 minutes before you put in the food. Okay? To avoid losing that temperature. Because if you bring your food and it's around 135 degrees Fahrenheit, then you put in a bain-marie that is at 0 degrees Fahrenheit, that would be a different case. It would be a different case. So please make sure you switch on the bain-marie. It gains some heat, then put in the food. Okay, that's another point. Then another issue I'll talk about keeping raw food, and ready to eat food. Make sure if you have one safe fridge, rather freezer or a chiller, you put these foods at different levels. Don't put these foods at the same level or shelves. You keep raw food below on the bottom. Then you keep ready to eat food on the top to avoid cross-contamination. Okay? Because when you do the opposite, you put the raw food up, like for example chicken, it can easily flow. For example, blood, then comes the ready to eat food down. That is cross-contamination. That's why we say you keep your food, the ready to eat food on top, then the raw food on the bottom to avoid cross-contamination. Okay? This is so important. Take caution, take care, please. Another issue I'll talk about cold food. Make sure you keep your cold food below 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay? This is so important. For example, salads. If you are keeping your salads, they should be below 41 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay? To avoid going bad. And you should be consistent. You should be with the thermometer and check the things very well. It is your responsibility if you are in this section. If you are cooking, also do your work. Okay? Another issue I'll talk about cooling hot food. This is another risk area in food preparation. This is so important. The food can easily go bad. So if you are cooling the hot food, make sure you cool your food from 135 degrees Fahrenheit to 71 degrees Fahrenheit in 2 hours. Okay? And from 71 degrees Fahrenheit to 41 degrees Fahrenheit in 4 hours. Okay, these are steps, so please follow them. Make sure you have the thermometer and follow them properly, because it is in this area the food can easily go bad. It can easily be contaminated. Okay, so if you are the cook, make sure you do things in the right way. Follow the procedures. Okay, take your time. Follow the temperature. If you are the waiter, please, if you are holding your food, make sure it is around 135 degrees Fahrenheit and above. If you are doing the service, if it is below, that means it is in danger zone. You are serving food that will cause problems to people. They can easily get foodborne illnesses. So take care. Okay. I think that's all for today. Thank you for tuning in. If you are new, please subscribe to my channel, Simon Basalio. We are only 47 subscribers. I need more people. I need more people because I need support and give you more. The more you subscribe is the more I get confidence and come up with another video. Okay. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah.